We're at Ted's Market off of Coldwater Road, and this weekend is the grand opening. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're joined by Brian Hench, the owner. I know a lot of work and a lot of love has gone into the grand opening.
Yes, scrambling every day.
Tell me what we're making here today. We're back in the kitchen.
Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is we've got some Brussels sprouts here. So you might see that a Brussels sprout sometimes has a little bit of rough leaf on the outside, so you kind of want to peel off some of the ugly ones. I like to shave these as slim as I can get them. It really helps them to take on the flavor of the dressing that we're going to make. So we've got a whole bowl of those ready. The next step is you're going to want to shave off some onions as well. And what we're going to do, some people don't like the flavor of onion, so we soak it in a little bit of water, and that water is going to pull some of the harshness out of this. We're just going to drain those off into there. And then what we've got to do is we've got to whip up a quick little vinaigrette. For this one here, if it was out of season or you couldn't find lemons, you can actually just use a vinegar for this. It's just about bringing together some great flavors and producing some simple dishes that are just have a little twist to them that maybe people aren't familiar with, just to make that flavor kind of pop and kind of highlight some of the local flavors that we have.
And this is a family business. A lot of people ask, who is Ted?
Who is Ted? Yeah, so Ted is actually my grandfather. He was a butcher for many, many years. His father before him was as well. We're going to add some honey as well to this. And then he got into the grocery business with a coworker in town in Defiance, Ohio, which is where I grew up, as well as with his brother. And so they started Chief Supermarkets in Defiance, Ohio. Between the two of them, they've been in business for about 65 years now. It's since been taken over. My father ran it for a number of years. And then we've just recently sold it, but originally, that's where the family got into the grocery business.
Wow.
This is kind of a tribute to Ted. It's now the last one that the family owns, so we're going to hope it's going to be successful in honor of Grandpa. I just put in some of this whole grain mustard. This is actually out of Roanoke from Best Boy. These guys do a really nice mustard. And we'll just whisk in some oil, just a little pinch of salt here, put a little bit on our onions. Just cuz. Well, the reason is, so like a lettuce never actually has salt to it. So a lot of times if you're making a homemade dressing, you'll get that dressing just right and you put it on a salad and it'll taste bland. That's because you didn't add any seasoning to that whole big bowl of lettuce that you have over there. After that, we're just going to mix these two together. This recipe calls for a pecorino cheese, which is a kind of a hard, salty Italian cheese. You can shred it or slice it up like we did there. Or if it's a weekday and you don't have time, I just picked this up at Costco. You can grab it here as well, but it's a shredded Parmesan cheese. You just want to use a quality. So a little bit of cracked pepper in there, and we'll just kind of toss that together.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go.
Well, thank you very much for the lesson. Tell me about the grand opening. It's happening all weekend long.
That's right.
So what are you doing?
We'll have samples galore, the local providers that are going to come in and sample out their goods. We're going to have samples of our products, the things that we're making here out of the deli, the stuff that we've got in the bakery. We've got our gelato case, so tons of samples everywhere. We're going to have Aunt Gina's sweet corn, which is by far the best corn in the area. It's just kind of a huge festive atmosphere that we're going to have around here. So games and giveaways, and we should have some delicious fresh baked breads as well.
Well, we've heard a lot about you. We've been driving by wondering, what is going on inside, so let's take a tour.
Yeah, let's do it. So this is the entrance to the market. When you first come in, basically you're going to enter into our coffee bar. We figure coffee is a great thing to start with in the morning, so this is going to open first. So we're going to open up the coffee bar probably at about 7:30 most mornings, and then we're going to open the market up closer to 10 o'clock. So here in our bakery, you'll see some of our fresh baked breads. Today we have out our pretzel rolls, some ciabatta rolls, as well as baguettes. We try to make one or two kind of a basic white bread type of a bread every day, and then we try to make a couple of specialty breads. I learned how to make bread in San Francisco, and so I try to bring some of that style to the loaves that we have. Our goal, and that's why we have such a large culinary team, is so that we can keep making new recipes. If something doesn't work, we want to hear feedback from our customers, what they like, so that we can tweak the recipes. It's not like we have to go call some other supplier someplace in Iowa and have them bake something different for us. We just switch it up, and the next day we can have something different out on the floor.
Brian, thank you so much for the grand tour.
Very welcome, yeah.
And the grand opening is this weekend. They're already open. They're open until 8 o'clock this evening. For those full hours, just head to our website, wayne.com. And they're located right off of Coldwater Road on the north side of town.